Hey everyone, this is Raquel, aka Rack Famous Star. I said that backwards, but whatever. And this is
Hey, it's Dominique.
okay. So we are going to do our third recap and vlog about Catfish, MTV's Catfish that comes on Monday nights. Okay, so this week's episode was Kim and Matt, and they lived in
Michigan.
Alto, Michigan.
Yeah, she was from Alto, Michigan, and was he?
I think he was from the
Yeah,
same
I don't
place.
even know where he was
Like,
from
not
actually.
it wasn't somewhere far. Like it wasn't like Michigan and
Yeah,
California.
they didn't fly to see him. They
Yeah.
drove. They drove.
So I think it must have been relatively close. So okay, so this episode was different from the last two. It wasn't like a year or a couple
Two.
months. It wasn't nothing like short.
It was 10 years.
Yes,
Like
10 years.
that's like childhood sweetheart, high school sweetheart. Like that's everything.
10 years ago, I was in elementary school.
Yeah, no.
Like I was I didn't know my left from right.
Like I really wanted this to work because it was 10 years. But I just feel like I would have gave up hope by then. I'd be like, you know what? I'm just not gonna see you ever.
Like
I'm over it. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
they started talking when they were 14. Like at
Yes.
14, I probably would have been like, okay, maybe I shouldn't meet you. Like what if you're a crazy person?
I don't.
I don't know. Like I would have probably waited till I was 18
I just
maybe.
want to know why were you chatting so young at 14? Like
Right. Why weren't you talking to people your own age on the playground or
at
like
14 though.
at the mall? Like
I
what?
was in high school. I was like still on MySpace, but I wasn't trying to
Yes.
meet anyone. Like
No, I was hard. Like if I knew somebody, like it was just like you need to meet people. I don't see why people
at
do this
14.
at 14.
Like
Yes, it's like you
you,
can't
I'm
meet
sure you
nobody.
can find. You're not homeschooled. I think he played sports too, because some of his Facebook pictures. Speaking of his Facebook, they both don't look anything like their pictures anymore.
Nope.
Like she has blonde hair in her
Whole glamour
pictures.
shot from the
Yeah,
top.
like it's not the same. And something about Kim, she she's in a relationship right now. Like when Neve and them were looking on her Facebook, it says she's in a relationship, and we're like, well, what are you doing with this guy? Like Matt thinks but I feel like wouldn't Matt see that you're in a relationship too?
Matt knew that that she was in a relationship. Like,
So
but he probably didn't think it was that serious. Like,
it was Facebook official. That's pretty
it
serious.
is pretty official. But I don't know. Like, and then him, he had pictures. That he showed her. Like, I guess you can do some kind of privacy thing on
Yeah,
Facebook.
you can change to where you can view them yourself, or only certain people can view pictures.
Yeah. So he did that with her, so she could only see like pictures from high school when he wasn't that big. Like he was, in high school nobody's huge, and
I mean, he was still big. Like
yeah,
that's why I was hoping. I was like, okay, this might work because it's not like he was just fine in his pictures. He
yeah,
wasn't like
a
stripper body,
model.
right? He was like the other two were models and stuff, and like had really nice bodies. Like he looked like a normal person. Like he was kind of big, like on the bigger side, but I was just like, okay, this really has to work. So, and they've never Skyped also. 10 years and they've never Skyped.
Yeah, they only like talked on the phone and text. Like, I mean, that's when you can tell a person's kind of real. Like, if you guys only, I mean, I wouldn't text nobody all the time for 10 years, but like,
No.
I mean, you heard their voice and talked to them for 10 years. So I mean, you really get to know somebody if you're just talking to the phone with them. So I mean, I guess that's why she trusted him so much because she really did know him. I mean, as much as you can through telephone conversation. But like when when he was like, I guess he posted something on Facebook and was like, "Does anybody want to Skype?"
No,
And
it was like another. He did like another, not dating page, but it was on some other page that she couldn't see.
yeah,
Like his music page. I don't know. Some like dating thing, and was like, I want to find. And she's like, well, when Neve showed her, it was like, well, what am I? Like, you talked to me like for 10 years. I'm like your best friend or whatever. So it was like he wanted to talk to somebody else or Skype, and she's like, I've never Skyped him.
yeah. And she was like, "What about me?" And he was like, "No, not you." Like I would have been like,
Yeah.
F you. I would crank him up right now, but this isn't the time. But I don't know. So okay, so she goes to meet him. Well, like Neve calls him and was like, she wants to make sure, this is, before she gets into a deep relationship with Scott or whatever.
Yeah, I think that was
that like that she's doing the right thing. She doesn't want to like look back and think that maybe this something could have happened. So they go and meet him. Well, he agrees. They go and meet him, and so they pull to his house, and
they don't even knock on the door.
Yeah, they pull to his house, and they're still downstairs, and it's like a door and a stairs. Next thing you know, a man,
a very large man.
Yes, I don't want to go in on him, but if you have seen, he's very large.
Comment if you would like to go in.
Yes,
because I'm sure you feel the same way we feel.
People will go in on us if we go in on him.
I can't.
So,
I just can't do it.
Therefore, like
he was a very
not
very
just like
large.
Not
man.
just like he's big. It's like he's big. Like when he came down the stairs, I was like.
But I do applaud him. He did say he's trying to lose weight.
Yes.
He lost 65 pounds before that. So, and you know what? He lives on the top floor. So he's walking up and down those stairs every day. So he's not a big that can't move anymore where he's like dependent on other people. Like he can still, clearly he has to walk up and down those stairs every day. And so they went into his room, like in his house, and he was like, I don't have any major secrets. Like, I don't have kids, not that I know of. But the real reason why he didn't want to meet her is because he felt like he was just too overweight. And I mean, she's on the heavier side too. So I feel like that would have been a great way to connect. Like, he shouldn't have waited 10 years because she's bigger. So they could have worked out together. Like, they could have. I don't think he should have waited 10 years because even in his pictures, like, he was never a skinny person in those pictures, like, on Facebook. He was still a little chubbier. So, but I guess it's, like, a personal thing. Like, he just felt like he just shot up his weight so much.
But so did she. She gained 125 pounds. Like, that's a whole person. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's how much I weigh. So I just don't see how you gain a whole person. Yeah. What pissed me off, y'all can go in about this because I was drove. Like, I was drove about the conversation they had. I'm sure y'all watched it. But I was pissed off, drove to the point because she said something about her ex-boyfriend, right?
Oh, Steven.
I was just so mad. So they were in a relationship and then they ended up breaking up because he was into drugs and stuff like that.
And he committed suicide.
Wait, Dominique, you just going in. Okay,
so
they were broken up for a while, and then he called her. She remembers the exact date and time, where she was, what she was doing, blah blah blah. Not blah blah blah, but you know what I mean. And he was like, I really want you back. Don't hang up on me. If you hang up on me, I'm gonna kill myself. And she was like, I have to go.
You don't do that.
What?
You don't do that. What? You never know when someone is gonna, like, I lost a friend to, he committed suicide, and you just never know. Like, you don't know how crazy these people are. He was clearly on drugs. I don't know if he was still on drugs at the time, but they dated first of all, they dated for 7 years. You don't just say, oh, well, I gotta go. I'm going to stay on that phone with you.
What? I'm going to find you. Right. I'm going to say, call 911. I'm going to find somebody. Like, where are you at? I'm coming. Like, you don't play with stuff like that.
Like, I want to see you right now. I will do anything to come and see you.
It's not like he said, oh, I'm going to burn my house down. No, once you kill yourself, you kill yourself. That's it. You can burn your house down and build a new one. You can't just get your life back after you do that. So I just don't understand how she just hung up on him. Like, I don't know. That just drove me. But
and she says, like, she blames herself for his death. But now that's something she does have to live with every day, knowing that, she was like, I think at like 7 p.m. he was pronounced dead.
30 minutes
like,
later.
He really committed suicide. And it's like, I couldn't even imagine, like, living with that. Like, that on my heart. Like, that, no. I just couldn't do it. But then again, like, you never think someone's going to really kill themselves, but he was on drugs. Like, you just, I don't know, but I think that's why she gained all that weight and stuff. She was stressed out and everything, but I feel like she should also use that, like, okay, I need to lose this weight. I need to lose the whole Raquel. Like, you can't, it's been, it's been a few, like, I don't know how many, I think maybe 2 or 3, I'm not quite sure. But, death is hard to get over. Like, I'm sure everyone, people always, they've lost somebody. But you can't use that as a clutch. Like, well, I gained all this weight because he died. Well,
I'm sure the person that died is not going to want you to keep living. They don't want you to keep doing, like, bad for yourself. They're not going to want you to just keep being sad and keep being down about it. Like, that's not, I'm sure they're not looking down at you being like, yeah, keep gaining weight. Keep doing this.
You can't hold yourself back for that. You need to eventually be like, you know what? The time is now. I need to lose weight for your health. Like, okay, but
we're gonna go on from now. But okay, so they meet each other, and she, she's still like, she says she can't come up with a decision about whether to stay with Scott or to go with him. So she ends up breaking up with Scott and just kind of still being best friends with Matt. And I guess they just kind of keep continuing their friendship.
She said they talk every day.
Yeah, they talk every day. Matt lost another 20 pounds since filming. I think it was like a month past, something like that.
He works out every day.
Yeah.
Trying to lose weight, which is really good. Like, I do like that.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's pretty much basically what happened this episode. I mean, he didn't really have any big secrets to uncover except that he was just big. So, that's basically it. I think this video is long enough because
our other one was really long. So
yeah. So make sure you guys watch the first and second recaps and vlogs. And make sure you watch my other series on MTV called The Challenge Battle this season. Comes on Wednesday nights at like 9 or 10 or something like that. Well, thanks for watching. We've had fun, and
like and comment,
and
follow us on Twitter, Instagram.
Yes.
Subscribe.
Yes, subscribe.
Rack Famous Star.
And make sure you guys share the videos to your friends. But thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.